What is up, everybody? It's the Run In Podcast. With you, as always, I'm Big B. This is Gossip Barbie.
Hey guys.
So, you already know the deal of what we do. We're just going to go ahead and run into it. What you got for us today, Barbie?
Okay, first topic is going to be Shinsuke and Rusev losing on the pre-show.
To the New Day. I like the New Day. I have really nothing against the New Day, but as far as Rusev and Shinsuke losing, I mean, they've been relegated to the pre-show after being United States champions.
That just shows how much they've fallen.
Really, and the disregard that WWE has for them. I mean, no less, the New Day being on the pre-show. These are your five-time tag team champions, longest reigning tag team champions. They're opening the pre-show to a mediocre pay-per-view that is
I was
filler.
just about to say that. Like, they were on the pre-show of Fastlane.
Yeah, Fastlane. The filler pay-per-view before WrestleMania is because they had nothing else to do, so wanted to cram another pay-per-view in.
Like there wasn't enough crap.
Really, Rusev is a main eventer. Rusev is a WWE champion. Should be. Nakamura as well.
Yeah,
Big
Nakamura's good, but
WWE is putting him on the pre-show to Fastlane because they just weren't good enough to make the cut. I mean, the match shouldn't even happen to begin with. Rusev should have been in that four-way for the United States Championship.
Yeah.
Nakamura should have been in the four-way for that United States Championship. I really don't know what they're doing with Nakamura and Rusev at this point. I think they're ones that just need to maybe step away from WWE once their contract is over.
yeah, move on to bigger and better things. Alright, you ready for the next topic? Alright, we have Kofi getting screwed over in the handicap match and losing against the Bar.
Kofi getting screwed over.
Did he lose against the Bar? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, he got his butt kicked against the Bar. Kofi getting screwed over really didn't surprise me. I mean, I knew they weren't going to officially put him in the match. But the way that they did it kind of pissed me off. Why do that? I mean, why put him through that humiliation? The handicap against the Bar.
They're going to mess up and ruin the Kofi fever that everybody has.
Well, and I shouldn't say that I didn't get it. I understand, they put him against the Bar. He got his butt kicked and everything. They were trying to get this sympathy card going for the underdog, so that way, hopefully, this is just really segmenting his way into the main event at WrestleMania, getting his Mania moment finally.
Yeah.
Against Daniel Bryan for the title. But the way that they did it kind of just left a bad taste in my mouth. Kofi's been there for 11 years. He deserves a lot better than this. And Mustafa Ali made his return for the match that, Daniel Bryan was supposed to get Kofi Kingston was supposed to get his shot in. They let Mustafa Ali take that to the Kofi, and during the whole match, they were chanting for Kofi. The beginning, the middle, the end.
They really need to listen to the fans. I know they're trying to hold it off, but I am afraid they are going to mess it up with the way they're doing it.
And I'm getting to the point to where I think that too, that WWE is going to start messing things up more than they're helping things.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm on the Kofi train, but if they keep doing this, I'm just gonna say, you know what, he's not gonna do anything. They're gonna keep screwing him over. I'm done.
And that's what I'm afraid. I'm afraid maybe he gets his Mania moment as far as main eventing WrestleMania, but I don't think he wins. I don't think that he beats Daniel Bryan for the title.
I would be incredibly shocked if he won.
Oh, I would too.
I'd be ecstatic. I would be so happy, but because he deserves it. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Okay, next topic: the Revival with their first successful title defense.
The Revival. I'm a Revival fan. I'm forever the Revival. They're a really good tag team. They're really good pro wrestlers. They're good at what they do. They deserve the titles. They honestly do. And I was afraid that with Aleister Black and Ricochet being in the match, that the Revival was going to lose, and that was going to be your new tag champion. But then I thought about it. They wouldn't pull the trigger on something like that on Fastlane.
Yeah. I mean, it's Fastlane.
I'm glad that they had their very first, successful title defense, because for the past couple of weeks they've been losing non-title matches left and right.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they defended their titles successfully. I'm afraid that at WrestleMania their time is going to be up that quick. They're going to lose them to Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Oh yeah, they've been building for them to just lose their titles.
Yeah, and that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that the Revival should have left when they had their chance. They were saying that they were going to leave and not sign contracts and ask for the release.
Yeah, they were blindsided by shiny things.
Really.
They should have just left.
They really were. And I think that they just maybe still need to ask for the release after it's over. Yeah, they got handed the title, but if if WrestleMania comes and goes and they're not champions, then I think maybe they just need to go on.
Yeah.
Also during that match, there was a scary moment between Ricochet and I think Dawson. The Hurricanrana that was supposed to be off the top rope onto the crowd of people. That was a scary moment. I thought Dawson was going to get hurt or maybe did hurt himself, but everybody that was in the match are really good pro wrestlers and knew what to do.
Thank goodness they moved up to catch him.
Yes, I mean, because that could have been a scary, scary moment right there.
Yeah. So, next topic. Are you ready? Shane McMahon turning on The Miz.
I was happy. I was waiting for him to do it at Elimination Chamber. It didn't happen.
I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know when. And the camera angle. As soon as I saw Shane McMahon behind The Miz, I was like, he's going to do it. It's happening.
And then I saw him take off running, and you and I were sitting here watching it together, and you saw him, I was like, oh! And I said some words I can't say on the air, but...
We're trying to make sure you don't have to sign in to watch this video, so...
But it was... I was really shocked, but not shocked, because the whole interaction they just had with the Miz's father and, hugging him and, high-fiving, raising hands. And then all of a sudden you just see Shane take off running. And I was like, oh, you bastard. And then I'm like, okay, yes, this is what I wanted. I've been waiting for him to turn heel.
Yeah.
I thought it would happen in the Elimination Chamber. It didn't. They got us here in the Miz's hometown. No less.
I was actually very shocked that they made him lose in his hometown.
But the best part about that segment you pointed out was the guy in the crowd.
Yes, the guy that was just so emotionally involved. He made the entire Fastlane watchable. And I got so cracked up because he was sitting there, and when Shane McMahon is beating The Miz right in front of this guy, he's feeding into it, and I loved it, because he's like, oh, God, no, Shane, stop, and he's like, this is for you. I loved it.
That was a really great part of that segment, was guy in the crowd. That was...
Alright. Samoa Joe successfully defends.
Samoa Joe, God, I will take a walk with you through the park any day, Samoa Joe. I'll give you my number. Samoa Joe is the man.
That's weird.
He deserved to be United States champion. He deserved to be Universal champion. He deserved to be WWE champion. And finally, he got his dues with the United States championship. I really hope that they don't make him lose it. I was afraid last night that he was going to lose it. I figured Andrade would pick it up. I figured Rey Mysterio was going to pick it up, and it was going to be Mysterio and Andrade at WrestleMania for the United States title. And, which would have been a great match. The past couple of matches that Andrade and Rey had been matches of the year.
Yeah, they've been incredible.
And they've been, absolutely incredible matches. They got great chemistry in the ring and everything.
Which I already love Rey Mysterio, so it just fits in.
And I was just, so surprised that Samoa Joe kept it last night, and I'm really happy because he deserves it. But Samoa Joe is one of those guys that really doesn't need the United States title. He's already a threat for the main event. He doesn't need to have a title to be built up. Guys come in and they're like, okay, we're going to give you the United States title or Intercontinental. We're going to see how you carry it, and we're going to build you up to the main event. Well, Joe's already main event. He proved that by going against Brock Lesnar, going against AJ Styles, a couple of times. Really good matches. He got a good match out of Brock, and very few do that. So
I kind of feel like they're bringing him up like they did Bray Wyatt. He didn't have a title for a very long time, and he was just still a force to be reckoned with.
And then, Bray Wyatt, I'm going to stop you right there. Bray Wyatt was never a force to reckon with. Promo-wise, yeah.
Well, yeah.
But he lost every pay-per-view match there was to lose.
Yeah, but people still cheered him.
It's because of his promo work.
Well, that's the only reason I cheered him, so...
His promo work is exceptional. I mean, but he lost every pay per view. Bray Wyatt did. I mean, they put him against John Cena, and John Cena was at the point in his career to where, hey, dude, you need to put people over instead of coming out on top of these feuds. And John Cena still beat him.
I hate John Cena.
Well, I don't hate. Let's clarify. You may be different. I don't hate John Cena. I hate John Cena, the WWE character. Outside of WWE, I don't have a problem with him. But I hate the way that they built him up to be superhero John Cena. He gets his ass kicked throughout the first 15 minutes of the match, and then the last 5, he hits his 5 moves of doom, superhero overcome all the odds.
Yeah, I hate John Cena as a whole. I'm sorry, I just do. Alright. Now, the Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Fastlane match, how it ended. What'd you think?
Oh, wow.
To be honest, I called it way before the match even started. I think I even called it a couple days before.
Well, the match itself was awful.
It was.
But, I mean, they did what they could with what they could because Becky Lynch is still selling her knee injury, which, I mean, is a work, obviously.
Well, people can't see that, so it's quotation in the air that we're doing.
Yeah, she's still selling her knee injuries. That's a work. And she's doing really well at it for the most part.
But it gets annoying.
It gets annoying, especially when you're trying to do a match like that. You come in and you knew, okay, Becky somehow is going to have to win this match. She's not going to do it clean. No. I didn't imagine Ronda coming out and doing that with the DQ.
I told you the night before because Ronda. This is the whole reason Ronda wants her at the main event. So I knew she was going to have to win, and I knew Ronda was going to help her.
I didn't think she was going to help her in that extent. I didn't think she was going to come out and disqualify Becky or disqualify Charlotte, however it worked. I mean, I'm a fan of wrestling, but however that worked, she hit Becky, and then, of course, Becky won because, it looked like she was coming out to help Charlotte.
Yeah.
So I didn't like the end of the match. It wasn't really, my cup of tea. It would have been better some other way. I'm not a WWE writer. I feel like I should be sometimes. I could come up with some better stuff, but hell, I think my little sister, she's 6 years old and she can come up with some better stuff.
Yeah.
But
quite the imagination. Alright, speaking of the Rousey Lynch Flair, what do you think about their Mania build?
Mania build is okay. I'm liking how they do it so far. I didn't much care for the Fastlane match. I've watched a couple of promos that Rousey has cut, especially her tirade that she went on the internet, saying wrestling's fake and dropping the F-bomb several times, effing everybody, the universe.
Yeah, that was...
And a little bit off topic, but on topic of that, the funny thing that I called was Lana called out Rousey and said, oh, you're not supposed to be talking like that and calling out the fans and saying F them. You're supposed to be a role model. Lana, a role model. The girl that repeatedly drinks on WWE television. The girl that wears skimpy outfits and shows her boob nonstop. The girl that staged a nude photo shoot on the beach to make it look like her and Rusev were having sex on the beach just to get attention is calling out Rousey saying she don't need to drop an F-bomb, she needs to be a role model.
Yeah.
Come on, calling the kettle black there.
Yeah, it was really bad. Lana's... Excuse my language, but Lana's an attention whore.
She is, badly. She's trying to do whatever she can, and the sad thing about it is it's failing. She does herself more harm than good at the things that she tries to do to get attention.
Yeah, because...
And she hurts her husband in the process.
If I remember, isn't Ronda Rousey replacing her on Total Divas?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've talked about that, but yeah I think that's the...
I think so, and she really is, and she does more harm than good when she tries to do these things to get attention. Like the whole new photo shoot thing. It hurt her and Rusev, and she talked Rusev into it.
Yeah.
It hurt Rusev. I mean, look at Rusev now. I mean, poor Ruru. But anyway, back to the Mania build. The Mania build for the triple threat, which we all known it was going to be a triple threat for months now. We just didn't know how it was going to get there. It's been pretty good so far. As far as the Elimination Chamber segment with them was awesome. where Becky was swinging crutches,
Yeah.
no remorse, no holding back, busted open Ronda, bruises all over Ronda and Charlotte.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was pretty epic, and the build has been great so far. The match last night was mediocre at best. It it was what it was, and it was there to do what it needed to do, basically.
I really hope that Becky miraculously gets healed and they don't do that stupid injured knee segment anymore. I am getting so tired of it.
Well, it's almost like cemented. I mean, it's not out there in news sites or anything, but we all know pretty much that Becky is winning the WWE Raw Women's Championship.
Somehow,
At
yes.
WrestleMania, she's pinning Charlotte for it. That's the only reason Charlotte was put into the match. So that way Ronda can look credible and not have been pinned. She technically never lost the title. So when she comes back after her break, or if she comes back, or whatever the story is with that, hey, I wasn't pinned. I never technically lost.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if we're going to go that route, Ronda had technically lost in WWE already. Her and Natalya had a tag match. I can't remember against who. Natalya got pinned, so technically Rousey did lose because she was a part of the tag match with
Yeah.
Natalya.
If you team up with somebody, you're part of the team even when they lose.
You technically lost. So, but there's that. Do what you want to do with it, people.
All right. Next topic. Oh my God. Asuka kicking Mandy Rose in the face.
Oh my God! I don't like Mandy Rose.
I don't like Mandy Rose.
I wish she would have kicked her harder. But the best part about
mess up that pretty little face.
The best part about that was the slow motion they did of it, and Mandy's face is just like a cartoon.
Yeah, it was. That was my favorite part of it. It was so great.
It was great. I mean, and Mandy sold it like a champ. She sold it like a champ. She took it like a champ. She
taking it like a champ.
Asuka's a badass. Asuka deserves better than what she has. And
yeah.
People are going to argue, say, well, she's the SmackDown Women's Champion. Yes, she is, but look at everything that she went through to get here. She was like a legit, undefeated killing machine in NXT when she transferred over. And she's lost. I mean, she lost to Mandy Rose by a crappy roll-up on an episode of SmackDown after Asuka was gone for 2 weeks, hadn't been seen after she won the title, and defended it against Becky at Elimination Chamber, was it, when she... No, it was Royal Rumble. My bad, I'm sorry, Royal Rumble.
I'm going to go with you on what you said, because I just had a brain fart, and
It was Royal Rumble when she successfully defended it, because that's when Becky came out and entered the Rumble after Lana couldn't go and all of that. And one more thing about that, we're going to backtrack a topic. The thing that pisses me off the most is Becky had already qualified to be in the main event at WrestleMania by winning the Royal Rumble match. What was the point of having a women's Royal Rumble match and Becky winning if it didn't mean crap and she still had to qualify for it again?
Calm down.
I'm sorry, I know, but that's
Calm
just
down,
my pet peeve on things like that.
What
was the point of even having it? What was the point?
Yeah. Alright, are you ready for the next topic?
Let's roll.
Alright, the Batista Triple H angle.
Tonight was disappointing.
It was distracting. Oh my God, did you see Batista slobbering like a mad dog?
He was spitting everywhere. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they had to come down and mop the ramp before they could go forward with any other...
Yeah, that mic was soaked. And I don't understand why Triple H had to come out in a leather jacket.
I guess just to look badass. I don't know.
I think it was more like a jealous 5-year-old. Out comes Batista in his nice jacket and his shades.
2 SUVs with bodyguards looking like a mob boss.
Yeah,
ready for a hit.
Triple H was like, yeah, I have a nice jacket too.
It was disappointing tonight. The angle really was.
It was.
The one last week with Triple H cutting the promo. Triple H's promo was epic. I mean, that was
great.
gold on the mic. He was getting, I mean, I'm not saying it was great that he was getting choked up, but he got choked up talking about what he was talking about. He sold the intensity. He told the emotion. He sold everything.
It was smooth.
It really was, and it was a great moment. And the week before that, the whole thing with Batista dragging the cameraman into Ric Flair's dressing room and all of that, that was just, epic storytelling. That was the best end of Raw in recent memory.
Yeah,
the one with Batista and Ric Flair angle. This whole thing that happened tonight with Batista and Triple H was just disappointing. And also, I'm like getting like so caught up on Batista's glasses. I swear to God, it's like a betting game to see what type of glasses he wears each week because it looks like he's wearing 3D frame glasses that you wear at the movie trying to watch a 3D movie.
Now, see, you're distracted by the glasses. I'm distracted by the big blue nose ring.
Batista.
It's very distracting.
The whole thing is distracting. The whole angle is.
He could cut an amazing promo. I would not know a word he said because of that damn.
Well, that's the thing. His promo was awful tonight. He just basically kept screaming, "Huh?" and "You know what I want? Give it to me. You know what I want." And that's all he was spitting repeatedly.
It was bad.
He was awful tonight.
I actually got really tickled from it. Okay, next topic: the Shield farewell speech.
I don't even know.
How many have we gotten of those?
Really? Well, I mean, we so much ain't gotten a speech, but this is the last time the Shield's gonna be together, and then they reunite magically to overcome some force that's taking over WWE. And
I was honestly expecting somebody to turn.
I was
on
too.
Somebody again tonight.
I don't even really call that a farewell speech. They just basically come in the ring and say, "Hey, everybody's got their own business to handle."
See ya.
Really, then next thing you know, Rollins is cutting his promo and normal song and dance promos.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you guys can get the hell out of my ring.
Out comes Heyman cutting his normal song and dance promo, which a little bit off topic and everything. While we're talking about the Shield, I want to go ahead and discuss this. The whole Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar build to WrestleMania sucks. Brock Lesnar's never there. We have to do it between Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins and promo videos, which they're running promo videos to death for this because that's all they got.
I got excited because he goes, "I want you to meet my client, Brock Lesnar." And I'm like, is he actually there? Oh my God. And then, no, it's promo.
Really? And it's really, really getting annoying to me. And I'm a Brock Lesnar fan.
I'm not.
But it gets annoying to me that he's not there. I mean, he don't need to be there every single show. Back in the day, Austin wasn't on every single Monday Night Raw. The Rock wasn't on every single Monday Night Raw. You know, one week they'd be there and the next week they wouldn't. And that's great. That's all fine and dandy. He doesn't need to be there every single week, but show up every now and then. It's a Universal Championship. 99% of the time, you have viewers that don't even realize that the Universal Championship is still a thing. I mean, you need to be here, man. I realize that you want your part-time schedule and you holding up the company for more money and you're going to the UFC.
That's barely a part-time. He's never there.
He never is there. I think we have seen him once, twice maybe on TV. I think once. I think he was there for the Royal Rumble. That's a different thing. That was the main pay-per-view. But actual Monday Night Raw, I think he was there the night after. He F5 Seth Rollins like 50 times and then left. And we ain't seen him since except for promos.
I honestly think people have seen a picture of Jesus on their toast more times than we've seen Brock Lesnar.
Well, and I'm getting tired of Paul Heyman. I'm a Paul Heyman guy. But I'm getting tired of his same old song and dance, and it gets repetitive, and it just the same thing, except insert different name. Seth Rollins this time.
Yeah.
It's just getting old quick.
It's getting very old. Alright, moving on. Dean Ambrose still hasn't re-signed his contract.
I'm not surprised. They were talking like Roman coming back was going to be the big it factor of Dean signing. I think Dean's really still fed up at this point.
I would be fed up too, because if people are thinking, oh, Roman Reigns coming back, you know, that's going to help his career. No. Dean Ambrose has his own career. He doesn't need the Shield. He doesn't need Roman Reigns.
He doesn't, and they're acting like he does. That's the bad part about it. Seth Rollins, they treat him differently. You know, he don't need the Shield. And of course, Roman's the big dog. We have to hear that 50 times. And I know that everybody's like, dude, man, he just beat cancer. I'm great. I'm glad that Roman beat cancer. I'm glad he's in remission. I'm glad that he's healthy. But I'm so tired of every time that we see Roman, Michael Cole has to remind us 10 times that here's the man that beat leukemia. And I'm so glad of that. And I pray that he stays healthy. I pray that, he doesn't come back and he stays in remission. I pray that everything's okay with him. I don't want nothing bad to happen to this man. I don't wish no harm upon him. But it's just Michael Cole had to shove it down our throat 10 times, that he beat leukemia. He beat cancer. That is great. But
yeah.
that's the only bad thing that I have with this now is Michael Cole going to remind us every show, every time Roman's out, 10 times.
That's what I hate about stuff like that. He is more than just a disease.
Yeah.
Push his career, not his personal life.
Yeah, really, you don't want to be remembered as the man who really beat cancer. You want to be the man who, had other accomplishments in your life.
Yeah.
You don't want to be, Roman Reigns, the dude that beat leukemia. You want to be known as Roman Reigns, the longest Universal Champion, most, winningest Universal Champion or WWE Champion or whatever, all your other accomplishments. You just don't want to say, Roman Reigns, the dude that beat cancer.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to be remembered by. I mean, which is a great accomplishment. I'm glad that he beat it. Not what you want to be remembered by. But as far as Dean Ambrose, I think that he's still going to check out no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Unless WWE really, really, really puts something on the table that he just can't turn away. I'm not going to say that he's AEW bound, but where else are you going to go?
Yeah,
And also, other ones, honorable mentions while we're talking about re-signees, the club, they have already stated, Gallows and Anderson, that they are not re-signing. They're leaving after they're contracted up. I don't blame them. You don't ever see them on TV.
Yeah, they don't get to do anything.
And they're a damn good tag team that needs to be featured. Should be tag champs right now, but they're not. Randy Orton has yet to re-sign. And he has made it be known publicly that he has talked to AEW and heard what they had to say.
I think it's a bluff.
I do too, to get a bigger card offer.
Oh, yeah.
From WWE. And he's been there like almost his whole career. So, AJ Styles, you said, was reading on the internet that he's expected to re-sign.
Friends and family.
And the Usos have yet to re-sign.
Everybody's leaving.
And there's some big names right there on the list that WWE just letting go because they refuse to do things with them. And I know the Usos are your tag champs right now, but, they haven't really done much. AJ Styles, he's expected to re-sign. Randy Orton, there's another big one.
Yeah, it's a bluff.
And him and AJ are supposed to have a match at WrestleMania. It's supposed to be a dream match, which, me personally, that's not a match that I've been clamoring for, is AJ versus Randy.
Really good, but if you look at Randy Orton, he does moves, but you're really just waiting for the RKO.
Well, and the thing about it is, if Randy's really feeling it, he can go out there and put a great match in. But if he just doesn't want to be out there that night, which I can take you on WWE Network and show you some of the matches where you can tell he just didn't want to be there and didn't give a crap what happened.
Yeah, there's enough for a very lengthy compilation video, so.
Oh, yeah, but when Randy wants to, Randy can put on a good match, and I still say that he has one of the best down power slams in the business. That power slam, the running power slam that he does.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's just a work of art. But
all right, Lord, we have a lot more topics to go. Okay, next one is Lashley winning the Intercontinental title.
That was awful.
Yeah.
Bad decision, and not just because I don't like Lashley. I don't have a problem with him. He's a good heel, can be if it's anything like he was in TNA. But it was just an awful decision. Especially the way it happened with Leo coming out and doing his crap.
Leo Rush.
I do too.
And you can
a lot of people do. But it was just a bad decision, wrong decision at this time. But I guess they're doing it so that way they can have a rematch at WrestleMania and that be the Mania match. They might bring a ladder match in. Past couple of times they've had a ladder match for the IC title. So they might be doing that. I don't know.
It was just a bad overall decision.
Really a bad decision. Bad match too, and not because of Balor. Balor always puts on a stellar match. But just some of the things that was happening in the match, some of the moves. One instance where I thought Balor had hurt himself, where
Yeah.
he went for a kick on the apron and he
And then
ran too far and hit the pole or the turnbuckle, and still looked really wicked. And like I said, Balor has stellar matches every time he's out there, but it's just him against Lashley just doesn't really work for me.
No, I don't like Lashley to begin with, and I didn't feel it.
There's a lot of people you don't like. It's a very short list of people you do.
Well, that doesn't just include wrestling. I hate a lot of people outside of wrestling as well. All right. Alexa Bliss is now hosting WrestleMania.
What else does she do anymore?
Nothing. Except flirt with Finn Balor.
They need to cancel that awful Moment of Bliss segment.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that is awful. And she's great on the mic, but not with something like that. They need to cancel all the Moment of Bliss. And why isn't she wrestling anymore? She hasn't, I don't think, if somebody in the comments, go ahead, correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I don't think she's wrestled since the Women's Royal Rumble.
Didn't she get cleared to wrestle?
It's well, from what I was assuming, yeah, that's why she was in the Women's Royal Rumble. I know that she got hurt when her and Rousey had their match, and she got concussed really badly and didn't wrestle for a while. Was out, and
But if you're healthy now, why aren't you?
why isn't she wrestling? That's the question. Did she not medically cleared again? Did something happen?
That's what I was thinking. Like, what if there's a thing that they're hiding? Oh,
I mean, I really would like to see her wrestle again instead of these awful Moment of Bliss segments and her hosting WrestleMania. And I told you, I called it, didn't I?
Yeah.
When she was doing the Moment of Bliss and everything, and they said that she was going to be revealing who the host of WrestleMania was, I said probably her.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing it on the Moment of Bliss.
All right, next topic was the god-awful Braun Strowman car segment.
What the hell was that car made out of?
It was very poorly made. Like, oh my god.
I understand Braun Strowman. He competed in the World's Strongest Men competition, and he's a strong guy. I'm not discrediting anything, but that car would look like it was made out of cardboard or something for him to be tearing it apart the way that he tore it apart. Especially the hood of the car, the seat of the car. It was just awful. Damn bad. Past couple of Braun Strowman segments have been awful with the Saturday Night Live guys. I don't even know their name.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I honestly think they're going to have a little thing at WrestleMania.
I hope not.
And it's going to be stupid.
Why can't they just do something with Braun? I mean, they did. The Braun's momentum is killed already. You know, added on with this and the whole stuff that happened with Brock, and his momentum's killed. They've done all they can to make sure that he don't get his momentum back. He don't get nowhere near cheered or favored the way that he used to before. That god awful segment tonight though just really cemented it for me. That was just bad, and I thought he was gonna flip it because he flips everything, but I did not see him tearing apart the cardboard car.
The cardboard car.
That was just all. It looks like it was made out of material that you see a race car bed made out of.
Somebody's craft project.
Really, that just god awful.
All right, next topic: the Harlem Heat and the Hall of Fame announcement, and I know exactly what you're thinking.
The best, the always. I mean, I loved Harlem Heat, Stevie Ray, Booker T, but the best saying is the whole "We coming for you," you know what, Hulk Hogan thing. We were watching that again today, you and I were, and the thing that sells it for me, yes, Booker T is.
You said Booger.
Booker T. Oh my God, Booker T. His whole face, of course, Sherry's whole face, but Stevie Ray never breaks kayfabe once. He's still sitting there mugging the camera like nothing was said, nothing was happening. Really, that's like, and it always gets me. I could watch that thing like 50 times in a row, and I'll still laugh as hard as I did the first time I've ever seen it. But kudos to them. I loved Harlem Heat. They deserve it. Booker T deserves it. 5-time champion.
Oh my God. Okay, moving on before you make any more terrible jokes or references. All right, the Lacey Evans segments.
Oh God. I don't know what to do about this whole Lacey Evans situation. She walked to the ring. Well, she did it differently tonight. She walked to the announce table.
Yeah, now she's just getting lazy. She don't even go down the aisle.
She didn't make the full hall. Then Nia come out. It's not because Nia's a big girl. It's not because that. It's just because Nia is a bigger girl. Could tear her apart. And I was like, Lacey, you better not thread with that. You're gonna get ate for lunch. I mean, it just.
Well, that's not funny. Big girls are beautiful.
Oh, big girls are beautiful. I love big girls. So that's why I'm shagging up with you.
Alright, moving on before this gets weird. The Beth Phoenix point or whatever.
I guess that maybe they're going to have a match at WrestleMania. Natalya and Beth versus Tamina and Nia.
Well, it was very stupid tonight. I don't see what the point of it was.
It really was. And what got me tickled was, and I know Beth Phoenix could do this better than I ever could, the whole wrestling situation, but the thing that got me is Beth Phoenix gets into the ring and does one clothesline, and Michael Cole is, my God, she's never lost a step. I'm like, Michael Cole, she did a clothesline.
It's like she never left.
As in, of course, Renee, being the little, puppy that she is, following everybody around and what they say, she's like, you're right, Cole. It's just like she's never skipped a beat. And I'm like, my God, come on, guys. I mean, Beth Phoenix, yeah, she's a great wrestler or woman's wrestler. I never much cared for her. Most notable thing I know is, she fought the men in the Royal Rumble, eliminated the Great Khali, and she'd married Edge.
Yeah.
So, but
before we move on to our next topic, I was wanting to ask you, did you hear the comment that Corey Graves said?
What? Which one? He says a lot.
Yeah, he's a talker. When they were announcing and congratulating and thanking everybody for the 1 billion total followers across
WWE ain't got no 1 billion followers.
Yeah, across all social media platforms. And Renee went on to say thank you and all the reposts and stuff like that. And Corey Graves made a comment saying he doesn't know why people don't repost or like his stuff.
The way they used to?
Yeah, he thought he was likable online.
He used to be until this whole cheating scandal. And I know people get tiffy about that and say, well, they were broke up for months and everything.
We were on a break.
I didn't like Corey before. I don't like Corey after. Still don't like Corey. He's a douchebag with a big mouth. I don't like him. Corey Graves, if you ever hear this, you're a douchebag.
You know what you did.
Really, I'll tell you to your face.
You know why nobody likes your stuff.
I cannot stand this dude. He's a commentator who's a failed wrestler because he couldn't learn how to take the moves and concussed himself.
Like, he had several concussions.
Yes.
Surprised he knows how to talk still.
I mean, come on, I'm not a pro wrestler, but I can go into the supermarket and slip on some milk in the floor and I'll still fall right and not hurt my head.
For God's sakes, duck and cover your head. Okay, the Kurt Angle retirement match. It was sad.
It's about time. He shouldn't have came back to WWE to wrestle to begin with. My opinion, that's what this show's for. He should have came back, stayed general manager. I guess now they've done away with that whole thing.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know what's going on.
Who knows what's going on with that part.
But my thing, I wonder who it's going to be against. Who is going to be his retirement match that sends him away? I can't think of anybody off the top of my head.
I can't either.
No, unless it's going to be John Cena.
Oh, God.
I don't know, because him and John Cena are real good friends. John Cena debuted against Kurt Angle. When John Cena...
That would be the way to go.
It would be the way to go. I mean, it really would.
Complete the circle.
Exactly. John Cena debuted against Kurt Angle. They'll have John Cena come back and, reface the retiring Kurt Angle. That would be the way to go. But I heard that John Cena's in line to fight Samoa Joe at WrestleMania. So, which I want to see that. I would think it would be a great match. But I really just can't think off the top of my head who is going to be fighting Kurt Angle in his retirement match. That's what I can't think about at this point. But
alright, next topic. The Seth Rollins Brock Lesnar WrestleMania 35 build.
As we discussed earlier,
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Sorry, it was on my list.
It didn't need to be brought up.
Yeah. All right. Your overall thoughts and the grade for tonight's Raw.
Grade for Raw was 6.5. If we would have done a podcast last week, it'd have been a 9. The week before that would have been a freaking 10.
Yeah,
but 6.5 tonight because there was a lot of things that didn't fit. The whole Moment of Bliss segment, the whole Braun Strowman segment, the Finn Balor losing the title, the awkward Shield moment at the beginning was supposed to be a farewell speech, and we didn't even get that. We just got, hey man, we're busy, got shit to do.
Leave us alone, get out of the ring.
Really, tonight was a 6.5. Hopefully next week is better. The disappointing angle between Batista and Triple H, which I was looking forward to that. Best angle of the night probably was Rousey. She's really good as a heel. She's really good on the mic. I honestly think that now they're letting her to speak instead of scripting promos for her because she's gotten better.
Plus, it sounds better since she's pissed off.
Yeah, since she's pissed off. She talks better. And that kick to Dana Brooke, holy crap, dude. Like, she freaking kicked her intestines out her throat.
Well, we know Dana Brooke was going to get it as soon as Dana Brooke came out.
Oh, yeah, but good God. I mean, and that little finishing move, I don't know what it's called, Ronda Rousey finishing move that she does other than the armbar.
I don't even think she knows what it's called.
But when, looks like Dana Brooke's head was about ready to hit the mat.
Thank goodness.
She tucked.
Yeah, she
Oh my God, that was going to look sick. And the whole Dean Ambrose and Drew McIntyre match was pretty cool. The ending where he did his Claymore kick and Dean's head was caught between the railings.
Yeah.
That looked sick as, oh my, I can't say the word, but that looked wicked.
Fudge.
But, I mean, overall 6.5. There were some high spots, a lot of low spots. I'm going to throw it out there. I'm anxious to watch What Culture tomorrow. Simon Miller's ups and downs. Yeah, I know I'm promoting another channel, but I'm a huge What Culture Simon Miller fan. So
you want to take a walk with him too?
Through a park. Me, him, Samoa Joe, and Rusev. Just a little picnic in the park. You know. Maybe if we could get CM Punk to return.
Oh, God.
But anyway, guys, I'm Big B. This is Barbie. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We're going to be coming with a new update. Hopefully the sound quality is a lot better from our other videos. We're going to be coming with actual videos, with actual music, with better sound, everything coming here soon, so stick with us. Barbie is about ready to be running the video channel. I think she's going to be doing a review on DMC5. Maybe tomorrow or the next day, so be looking for that as well.
Or
Hot Barbie.
If I get too lazy and forget about it, it'll be up eventually.
She's doing it tomorrow. I've got her. But anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at BigB912.
I am at GothicBarbie25.
Also, follow our wrestling Instagram. We're going to be doing a lot more on that. It's at The Views on Wrestling. And I guess we'll see you later, guys.
Bye.